right. Good morning.
What's up, everyone?
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, I initially, when you said, "Is everyone ready?" The initial thing that came to my mind is when in SpongeBob, when the fish says, I'm ready," and he goes,
Are
"You're not
you
SpongeBob."
ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Today I've decided to try putting music. Chat, let me know if you could hear the music or not, because it's pretty low.
Oh, nice.
Just like some lo-fi.
It's actually Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. I was
Mm.
watching your VOD while I was cleaning up my nails last night. I had your VOD up while I was watching
Oh,
that. While I was doing that.
I love
Ugh.
it. It's
I'm
a
so
good
glad
game.
You've been loving that game. It's so
Obsessed.
freaking
Obsessed.
good.
Obsessed.
That's all I can think about.
Which game?
Actually,
I wanted
Steph, you
to
should play that
stream it.
game.
We should just all play it at the same time. And,
No,
Is it
because
Expedition 33?
yeah, I want to be able to watch someone play it, but like Kara's too far ahead of me, and I need
Yeah.
someone who is behind me.
she likes
I'll
Hey,
be behind
stop.
you for a while if I play that game.
Maybe I like that.
I've been watching somebody I don't normally watch stream it. I've been watching Ninja play it.
Is that a girl or a
Oh.
boy?
Boy, Ninja, like the number,
Yeah.
like he was like the hottest streamer in the world at one point. Like everybody
playing
knew
that?
who Ninja was. Yeah, he's playing it right now. Like not at this very moment, but like this last like couple of days, he's been playing it. And
What color is
I've
his
really
hair
been
now?
enjoying his.
Active
Like,
on.
I'm not big on his like overactive like hyperness of whenever he's playing like shooter games, but I've actually really been enjoying his like reactions and stuff whenever he's been playing Expedition 33.
Nice,
So
nice. I love it.
So what's Expedition
Didn't think I'd be
33? What do
watching
you?
him again.
It's all yeah.
What,
It's
what was the
What was it?
question?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, what's the game and what's like the, is there a plot? What's the mechanics? Like, kind of for a newbie, for someone who's not a gamer.
Without spoilers.
Ooh.
So basically there is this like the world is doomed is what is kind of the tone of the game. Like there's a countdown going and people are trying to figure out how to stop this countdown. And like as the years go on, more and more people are dying. Like every year they die.
Hmm.
That's all the information I'm gonna give pertaining that. But there's this expedition team that is like they still have hope. They still believe that they can make the world a better place for the younger generation. And they have even gone into like developing new technology that other expeditions didn't have access to. So they're like they have hope, and that's all you get. But that's all I'm going to provide you.
That's the story part.
Yes.
It's
And
it's
the gameplay is a mix of turn-based and like quick time events.
So what is there an objective, or are you just kind of following a storyline?
It's a storyline.
storyline.
Nice.
It's hard to
okay.
tell you the
Like-
storyline when you don't want to spoil it.
Sure. Yeah.
Because
These twists and turns, they are freaking like they're so good. They're so emotional.
let's say if you know it, it will take away from how you feel
Oh wow.
in the moment, and then you don't want that.
Yeah. No, you want to come in with no preconceived notion at all. So. All right.
You
Nice.
make me
Yeah.
want to listen to Claire Obscure. Hold on.
Do it. Put it on
We're gonna get
Spotify.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh.
gonna listen to it on. That's what I've had it on.
You know, X-Ray, I think that was like similar to when you were playing Bayonetta.
Stellar Blade.
Yes, or yeah, that was what it was. Stellar Blade, when the
Oh, you were
soundtrack
so obsessed with
was like
watching.
fire.
And yeah, no, it was great.
That soundtrack
This is
was
like
so good.
all I can say is this game is so similar to how I feel about Stellar Blade, just without the the jiggle physics.
Really?
There's not as much
there
jiggle
are
physics,
jiggle
I
physics.
love Stellar
There
Blade.
are.
but
There
not
are
as
jiggle
not as
physics.
booty and boobylicious.
Not as
Okay.
good. But I will say
There's
I did see a
bikinis.
video going through on there are bathing suits, but they're not like bikinis.
Mm.
Oh, well, it's also the French, so you got to remember they are stylish at least. You know.
Yes. But I was watching a video on, I think it was like Instagram or YouTube or on Twitter the other day, and it is, it was like a Dev Diaries type thing. And, no, it was on Twitter. I could probably send you guys the link because I remember the Twitter post. It was like, this is what our animation team sent us. Like, have fun. And it's just like a bunch of like the glitching, like stuff like skins and all that kind of stuff. And then they have like some of the characters like dancing and stuff, like some of the gestuals.
Oh.
And then they have like they showed a little bit of like jiggle physics on the butt and one of the bathing suit.
Oh.
And they showed on one of the male bathing suit skins that there's bulge physics.
Excuse me.
There's bulge physics.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
No one's ever talked about bulge physics ever before. Sorry, it's becoming a very girly scream. Sorry.
Finally, I finally feel represented. Gosh,
Hey,
it's about time.
we want more bulge physics, okay? Toxic femininity.
Finally,
Oh
a
my
game
God.
for me. I mean, Josh.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay.
No, we're learning a lot
Something new.
about Max right now.
Oh, you know. Okay, so have you guys watched the new season of You yet?
No, I'm actually rewatching all of it. I'm on season 2 now.
They talk about otters in the first episode.
Oh
of this
my
new season.
Shut up.
And
No, they
'cause
don't.
He's like,
I
"What's
mean,
an
Joe
otter?"
would be an otter.
That's
hands
what he,
down.
he gets called. Yes.
He is an otter. If he were gay, he'd be an otter.
What's an otter?
Oh, Max, explain, please.
Why do I? Wait, why did my?
Because you and Josh have had this conversation. I mean, we
Yes.
can Google it if you want.
No,
Instead.
it's a good point. I don't, and you know, this may not be the textbook definition, but my understanding of an otter is the in between of a bear and a twink. So it's a man who.
That's what they say.
Yeah, so it's like someone who takes care of themselves, grooms themselves, is fairly fit, but still very masculine. Whereas like a twink is like the complete opposite of that, and then a bear is like the extreme of that. So
Yep.
maybe that.
Definitely Joe and Joel Goldberg, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that. That's hilarious. I heard that
I
they
agree.
wrapped that show up pretty well, like first season
I
finale.
hope so. I
But-
just watched it. I just watched the first episode yesterday, and then that
Oh.
was like my reward for like leaving the house and running errands. And so I came home, I watched an episode of the show, and then I went and cleaned up my nails and watched your VOD, and then we realized that we really needed to put weather stripping on Charlie's new dog door, so we had to go buy weather stripping.
Okay.
So
Someone in my chat goes, "What did I just walk into?"
Oh my god.
The otter and bear
Uh,
conversation.
Yes. Things people need to know.
Yeah.
You know.
I do want to
This
just.
is important information.
Yeah, this is the information that counts. It'll make you more
Mhm.
more cultured, right?
Yeah, you know, we need to know words like simp
Oh,
and otter
yeah.
yeah.
and furries.
Well, we won't talk about them.
I will say this. Okay, I went at PAX. There was a lack of furries,
A lack of them.
which was
A
yeah,
lack of you mean
which is
that-
great. Which is great.
Yes.
So it was just normal
I
people
was about to
then.
say, it's like there's not a lack of furries. It was just like there was no furries visible, and it made your experience better.
Mhm.
Non-distracting and men in maid outfits. So I think gamers are still based or something.
Men in
some
maid
ways.
outfits.
Yeah, I've seen that at Comic-Con a lot. Have you
They have
not?
there's a ton of men in maid outfits.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't understand why men want to be maids. It's a new fetish that I haven't been exposed to too much, and I'm glad for that.
I
Not being
believe
exposed.
I believe it's an anime. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, X-Ray.
Is it an anime?
But I think that's what.
It's an anime thing.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
an anime thing.
I know it's an.
It's
Well, I see
because
them a
there's
lot at
the
Anime
maid men.
Matsuri. So.
Yeah. It's like a, I know a lot of them have like the maid cafes and stuff.
Yes,
And,
that's
like,
yeah.
They get the men to do that. And they use the money for like some of them raise the money for charity. I don't actually know. But I do know that there are some of like events that use like male maid cafes as like fundraising things. But that's not saying that the guys out walking around are a part of that. That's just me seeing what I've seen before and trying to rationalize that behavior.
Well, you
You cannot eat my yarn. Come here.
Oh.
Aw.
No, please don't put Meek in a maid outfit. He wants to see someone else in a maid outfit. He's
Sneak in a
obsessed.
maid outfit. No.
I was
I
gonna
mean, he
say.
did post that he's very attractive, so
Oh.
yeah. You can hate me even if you think I'm attractive.
I was gonna
Should have been in a maid
say.
outfit.
When you look at who's in a maid outfit and you see that Hassan has been in a maid outfit.
He's done it.
Maid
He's
outfit
done
like
it?
multiple times.
Oh my god, that's
way.
gross.
You kind of then say like, oh, that's who it's for. Okay, now I get it.
Oh my god,
That's-
someone in chat. Stixori says men in schoolgirl outfits too. What?
I think I think this is all anime stuff. I mean, Steph, you had said that a lot of it comes from anime Matsuri. Do you think there?
That's where I see a lot of it.
Right, yeah, totally.
Maybe it is. It like
Yeah.
gaming none, but in anime Matsuri there's tons. Seeing a bit of a pattern here then. You
Do
might
you-
be right, Max.
Do you think that there are more men that are into anime or women?
In Western culture, men, I would say.
Okay.
Men. I know my husband watches anime more than I do.
And
Yeah.
see,
I don't know in Asia though, what it would be if it's even or,
I think maybe even in Asian cultures it might be men as well, because I hear a lot of the time that men, instead of reading newspapers, will read mangas on the train, right? Like that's their form of newspaper or magazine or something, is like Shonen Jump. So I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, I think anime might be a male-dominated space.
Oh, no wonder all the libs want to get into
Manga's too based though.
domination.
I feel like they're way too into boobies and like men with muscles to kowtow
I
to.
like men with muscles.
Who doesn't?
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Charlie to eat a treat. Sorry.
Um.
He's sitting like he doesn't know if he wants to eat this yet.
So Steph, I hear. Well, actually, speaking of conventions, X-Ray, could you talk about PAX a little bit, and then I want to hear about Steph's trip to the movies.
Ooh, yeah. So I went to PAX East. It's in Boston. It's a gaming convention. So there's tabletop gaming, video games. There's AAA devs as well as different levels up to indie developers, like showcasing their games that are either in beta or early access or hasn't even come out yet. And I got to play a lot of games just to try them out, talk to the developers. There's a bit of shopping. There was like A lot of shopping. I got to give a middle finger to a certain group of corporation that may have screwed someone over on this group of people. You know, that was really nice.
Naughty Dog?
Publisher.
That's good.
Was Naughty
Yeah.
Dog there? Is that?
No, not that I saw.
No, not Naughty Dog.
Oh,
It was
Talking about
LRG.
my previous employer.
Oh, nice.
As soon as I saw it, I like put my middle finger up, and like my friends were like, "Why?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that they fired my friend for having wanting to play a game they didn't like, or someone stuck their nose in their business that they shouldn't have."
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you only knew what the extent of that looked like.
When they heard it, they were like, "Really?" I was like, "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dang.
So
I
And-
mean, PAX is really fun though. I do love
it
PAX.
is. There was like at least like maybe 50 to 70 games that you could have tried. It's just some of the lines were really long. I just wish this is my problem. I wish the games were either just coming out or out so that I could like actually play them. Because it's like
Mhm.
you're just teasing me, and then I have to remember later on to buy this game.
Well, that's what
You know?
that's how they get you with the add to your Steam wish list, is because
Mhm.
that does actually help them in the long run with the publishing portion of the game. Like adding a game to your Steam wish list does more than like I think like gamers really understand, just metrics wise, because it's gonna show up for more people. It's kind of like the YouTube algorithm. Like if you like a game, or if like you put if you like a video, it's gonna be shown to more people,
Yeah.
and it'll get recommended more like within your own,
Like group of
like,
friends and algorithm
not just your
stuff.
group of friends, but also like games like this that you've played, that kind of stuff as well.
So, Kara, could
Oh.
you equate PAX to, like, if you were to equate it to a comic convention, is there one that you would maybe parallel it to?
I'd say probably.
Like Dallas was bigger for sure.
Yes.
Wait,
That's because PAX is more.
Niche?
It's more. Yeah, it's more niche, and it's very gaming oriented. Like,
okay.
yeah, there's shopping and stuff to have there, but like, it is a convention for developers to have people see their games.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's why they do a lot of like the indie corners and that kind of stuff, for like the indie
It-
devs.
It's like it's rows now. It's not just corner.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
insane. I love it.
That's cool. Okay.
Which that's one thing I love about PAX is I have like devs that I've met like years ago that like PAX was kind of like their first event that they were able to have hands-on with people for their game, and it can be a make or break situation.
Yep.
So
Was Space Marine 2 there? Did you see them set up?
No, I mean the game's already out.
Aw.
the game's been out
I
a
s-
year, so they're not gonna be
I saw like painting figures. Like that's the closest I can get to like Warhammer that I saw.
Okay.
But like the big games this year was Elden Ring, Night Rain, Crimson
there.
Desert.
Ooh, Crimson Desert.
I played it. It's
You
I
did?
don't know if I like the battle mechanics that I tried, because they gave you 4 bosses to choose from, and I had a hard time kind of like jumping in right away. But that might also just because I didn't do a tutorial. They're just like, this is how you do this, and combos, go. I'm like, huh? You know how I like instructions.
absolutely- So the Crimson Desert is made by Pearlibus, who are the makers of Black Desert Online, which
Mhm.
I used to absolutely love that game, until it turned like very, very pay to win.
Oh.
But one thing I love about Crimson Desert is it's going to be just a single player game, so there's not going to be all of that pay to win shit in there, which makes me happy.
Nice.
All I can say is it's a very beautiful game. The mechanics I'll probably have to get used to, which is fine. But I really like the different ways you could defeat bosses. Very Elden Ring-ish. Just without as much dodging, from what I could tell, or what I'm like I said, still trying to figure it out. I don't know what I did, but apparently I won. It just took a while. But what else? There was Section 13. I played that. There was. I'm trying to just think of the big games.
You said you played
Dune Awakening, which I mean the beta had way more stuff to learn, like that you could play with it than like what I did. That was a fun game. They had a lot of giveaways, but it was Funko Pops. Like I don't want Funko Pops.
Boo.
They had Razer there. They had the makers of Baldur's Gate, Lariat.
Oh, Larian Studios, yeah.
Yeah. But it was like merch that they were selling mostly, and like pictures that you could take. Yeah. I had more fun with the indie stuff, also because the lines were so much shorter.
Yeah, that must have been nice to be able to play some of the stuff that wasn't so insanely packed.
There was a game that would be fun, and Steph, you probably enjoy this too. I forgot what it was called. I had an email from them recently. It was called like Pizza Something, where there's zombies, so you have to like do all these different zombies, but then also you have to make pizzas and deliver them. So it's very hectic.
That sounds wild.
That's fun. That's cool.
Hell yeah. Where is it?
I wonder if you can deliver the Krusty Krab pizza.
It's called the Pizza Bandit.
You're delivering pizzas in like the zombie apocalypse. That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
That does sound really fun.
Yeah.
I want to put it on my wish list. I forgot to do that.
Wait, what is it called?
Pizza Bandit.
Pizza Bandit. I need to look.
And from what I could tell, because the line was still long, so I didn't actually get in line for it. Oh, there's a demo.
The Pizza Bandit pizza is the pizza.
Pizza?
Coming soon to early access. So
Pizza
one day.
Bandit. Is this gonna be
Yeah.
multiplayer?
Yes.
Oh, 4-player co-op.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So it's gonna be pretty good, I think, especially with the hecticness. It would be fun, and there's guns.
Look at
I
that.
added it to my wish list.
Yeah, me too.
That was probably like the most excited game I'm like excited for multiplayer wise. And I'm trying to think if there is another like single player indie
Oh
one.
my gosh, the way they look when they're carrying the pizzas. I love it.
Hilarious.
Looks cool.
Ooh, is Fantasy Life coming out soon? May 21st. Oh, that's this week. Sorry, I just got very excited. This means, I need to freaking beat Expedition 33 so I can play this. I might have to give Expedition 33 a break to play Fantasy Life.
No, I'm not giving up Expedition 33. Although Dune Awakening's coming out soon, in like 20 days. So I have a timeline of when I have to finish it.
Are you gonna do the early access one with the deluxe edition?
Yes.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's starting on a Tuesday, which works for me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, X-Ray, instead of just texting you, I'll just tell you now that I can't stream this Thursday because Charlie starts intermediate dog school.
Yay! Good for him.
He's going to school. Is he going to get a school outfit?
He will eventually, yes. Once he gets through because he just finished up puppy, and so now he's in intermediate, and then eventually we'll go into advanced after that. Yeah, he'll eventually get a little doggy hat at the end.
That's cute.
Oh my gosh.
AF.
That is so cute.
Totally worth it. Hey,
Yeah.
but good for you guys, Kara, for putting him through school, because
He's a big boy.
he's a big boy, but he a lot of dog parents don't take the time to train their dog, or won't put their dog through some sort of training from someone else.
That drives me nuts.
And it doesn't set the dog up for a good life either, because the dog,
It doesn't.
you know, has to.
The training helps you more than it helps them, because it teaches you like the psychology of like these dogs and what actually gets through to them. Like
Mhm.
We
there
actually
are
like
things that,
structure
we
too.
tried to work on with Charlie, and like, but we weren't understanding how to like communicate to him what we were wanting, and like our trainer got it like super easy with him.
Mm.
It's just having that understanding of like, oh, okay, so me saying this, like, this isn't going to work. Let's try it this different way to see if like this like tone of voice works better, or like it's like I can sign to him and not even say anything, and he will acknowledge the request.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Interesting. Wow.
Well, I mean, I even look at.
Now he's a stubborn fucking bulldog.
Yes.
So there's that. That's actually getting him to pay attention for a second.
That's a totally different, completely different concept.
Yeah.
You know?
But even when you do something as simple as like, you know, roll over, like I've seen guys who will just do the motion where they kind of roll their finger and roll, we'll say like, you know, roll over. And that's an example of like a very basic mode of, I guess, dog sign language.
Communication.
Yeah. So I have seen that before, but yeah, I have family members who are putting their pups through, you know, school, and it really, I think, X-Ray, you kind of alluded to it earlier. A lot of dogs like the structure. They want to have someone who is.
They want to be stimulated. They're
Yeah.
bored
Yeah.
when you're not home.
Yeah.
So.
Charlie loves school. Like he was one of those where like he was oh, you heard me talking about him.
Excuse me, you talking about me?
he there's like one particular like class that he really excelled at, and that was like loose leash walking.
Oh, nice.
And like it was the focus on me, and then like as soon as I stop walking, his butt touches the ground. Like,
Good.
Like he's
Good boy.
very good at that. And now he's down at my feet laying there. He's all splooted out.
So.
So he's a very good dog. It's just he's still little. Like he's 7 months old
Oh my
on the
gosh.
20th.
Wow.
Still
So-
a baby.
He's still a baby.
Yeah, that's still
So he still
super
has a
young.
lot to learn. The only like command that I haven't really gotten through to him yet is shake. He hasn't really caught up on that one, because every time I go to try and like do the command, he tries to like eat my hand because he knows there's a treat in there.
Very food motivated. That's helpful.
Very, very food motivated. Like
Sounds
you'll
like me.
see whenever you're here in a few weeks, X-Ray.
Oh
like,
my
how
gosh.
food motivated he is. Do
So
you not want that treat?
as long as
I gave
we're
him this new bully stick, but
on the topic of pets, I took Gideon to get his first ever bath and spa day. So
Oh my god.
How did
yes.
he
Dogs are going to the spa day. What am I doing wrong?
But yeah, no, I took him to the because he's, you know, my cat is maybe 12 years old now, and we've never really considered, you know, giving him a bath because cats normally are really cleanly and they are able to clean themselves. But I just wanted to do something nice for him and be like, you know, let's get you like a full grooming day, you know, where they cut his nails and they put cucumbers on his eyes and like, you know, just take perfect care of him.
my god.
Wow.
August or not dog cat is so fancy.
I don't know if they did the cucumbers, but they at least gave him a bath and cut his nails and gave him a checkup. So he looks all fluffy and his coat is nice and silky smooth.
Very cute.
But I also, and judge me if you'd like, I totally deserve it. I bought him a stroller. So hopefully,
No,
Oh
you
my
did
God.
not.
so now
You
we
did not.
can maybe go outside
Max.
and go walk.
Stop it, Max.
Wait, can we get a picture of the
my
stroller, please?
I
need
know.
to
I
see
need
this.
to see a picture of you like pushing this.
And a video? Can we get
Yeah.
a video of you pushing the stroller?
I'll send you guys a video of me pushing
That's
him.
almost as bad as our backpack for Charlie.
Oh my god.
Potentially, it's
But I love it.
it's pretty, like, it was pretty funny because I like went down to the first floor, and there are these guys that are outside, and they're probably like a little bit older than I am, but like they're not just like these random anime Matsuri guys. Like, these guys are like working on their car or something, right? Like, they're pretty
A
masculine
bit of
dudes.
a macho man.
Yeah. And
Here comes
I
Max with his cat in a stroller.
and I kind of did, like, you know, the head nod that guys will give. That's like, "What's up, man?" You know, or like, "What's up?"
Uh-huh.
Just to acknowledge. I did that, and I forgot that I had Gideon in my stroller. So I do
Oh
the
my
cool
God.
masculine, like, "What's up, man?" And the guys were like, "What's up?" And then they just like looked down and just shook their head, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I have to."
Oh my god.
I was like, I forgot. I have to remember that, like, I'm not cool anymore if I have this stroller.
We just talked about you being older, and now you're that cat lady almost.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
You're
32.
getting into your old crone age.
I know, right?
You're leaning
Yeah.
into it.
Well, wait till you get the boxed wine. It's fine.
No, for me, and it's instead of the boxed wine, it's the New Balance shoes and the jean shorts. That'll be my next
Oh,
purchase.
the white New
Ooh.
Balance shoes.
Yeah,
Dad shoes.
Yes.
because I'm
Oh
officially,
my God.
I'll be 32 in July, and so I think my next purchase will have to be a Grill Master, like
hell
spatula
yeah.
set, and white New Balance shoes and jean shorts.
Oh my
I will
god.
not
Don't worry,
judge.
we'll assist.
Actually, I went to the shoe store yesterday. I went to a Academy. I don't know if you guys have those.
Oh yeah.
But I went to Academy, and I was getting some new workout shoes, and there was this like really young guy trying on those shoes, the dad shoes.
They're popular right now.
They are.
Yeah,
Comfy
and I
is
was
the new
looking at him,
popular.
and I was like, "Are those really comfortable?" And he was just like, "Oh my gosh, yes." 'Cause he was super young, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, yes." He was like, "I have to do like he coaches baseball. He's like, I'm on my feet for like hours coaching baseball, and yeah, these are so comfortable." It's like, okay.
I love that comfy is in.
To be
It
fair,
should be.
I think it's
Should be.
I think it's also like a 90s style, because I look at all the, like, I look at college
90s is
students
in.
right now. I look at like Zoomers. 90s is huge right now. So like baggy jeans, big clunky white shoes, you know, high-waisted whatever for women, and then like what would you call it? Like big oversized colorful shirts for men. Like, it's back to the 90s, and I think it's that repetitive, like, what is it, the 30-year trend? Like, things come in like 30-year
Yeah.
trends.
As long as bell bottoms don't come back, I think we're good with that.
Not
They're already on their way.
I thought they already did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
Maybe
see
I missed
'em.
it. Probably a good thing.
But all that being
Probably a
said,
good thing.
yeah, I don't know. Now, the thing that I think a lot of women don't want to come back are the low-waisted jeans, like the Britney Spears low-waisted.
Oh, with the thongs
Butt
hanging
crack
out.
jeans.
Yeah.
Like right above your crotch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
'Cause-
think it depends on the woman, to be fair.
But that was like, you know, that was a huge thing in the 90s and early 2000s. I remember even Jessica Alba doing posters with that kind of like, that look with the low jeans and like the crop top, you know?
Yeah.
Crop top's definitely in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that being said,
Yeah.
though, I have a
What do you
stroller
think
for
about
Gideon.
them?
About white New Balance
Crop top?
shoes? Or crop tops? Or
All of it.
All
Do you
of
like
it?
that fashion on girls? You think it's like,
Uh,
Well, I'm just trying to test your age here. Are you actually part of the older crew? Or like, staying with the young ones.
Honestly, a sundress wins over everything, and that is
Yeah, that's
that
the
is
right answer.
universal. Doesn't matter if it's 90s or 2025. The sundress normally wins.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
agree. I love dresses. I
Yeah.
should be wearing a dress now. Getting so warm out. Oh my god. Well, all of you are so far south, so it's probably been warm for the last month or so. But I pulled out the sunscreen.
Ooh.
Finally.
That's how you know it's
Oh.
serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Oh, Steph, I want to hear about your movie that
yeah.
you watched. Final Destination. Did you
Oh,
like it? Did you hate it?
I did. Yeah, I liked it. It tied up all of the Final Destination movies together.
Wow.
Really,
And-
really nice.
Can me
Yeah.
as a non-Final Destination watcher watch it, you think? And enjoy it? Even without knowing
Yeah,
that?
yeah, no, you totally could. You totally could. You can watch it like as a non-Final Destination watcher, as this being your first movie. You can totally watch it and enjoy it. And then
Ooh.
like if you've seen all of the movies, then like everything completely is like tied together with a nice little bow. I don't see them making another one after this movie. But I mean they probably will.
I was going to say,
The
there.
family
But
line
the,
is
the
gone.
Undertaker guy, is he an Undertaker or a mortician? I don't know. But the black guy that's in every movie that passed away last year, you actually
Oh,
find
yeah.
out who he is because like I know like a lot of people thought he was Death.
He's not?
He's not Death, but
Oh.
you find out like his
Oh.
backstory and who he is and why he knows so much about the things, like why he's like the go-to person, why he knows so much about what's happening to all these people. So it's actually really cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Those are
Oh,
always
wow.
make
Spoilers,
me
'cause I
too
thought it was good.
paranoid. I can't watch them.
I mean,
Oh my gosh,
there's so many
I leave-
memes right
I-
now.
Yeah, after I watch those movies, I leave with so much anxiety because I'm just like,
Well, I think the one that everyone knows is the trees at the back of the truck, and like, there was a meme I saw. It's like
The glass one for me.
one truck was in one lane, and then everyone else in the other lane, and they're like, all these
Mhm.
people watch Final Destination.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
that actually comes back in this movie.
Oh.
There's a
It's
lot
what
of,
do we
like,
call
little
it?
nods. Yeah,
Iconic.
Oh,
there's a lot of
no.
little nods to all the other Final Destination movies. It's actually pretty cool. I liked
Okay,
it.
well, I'm down to watch it. It sounds really good. I'll have to make some time to do that.
Iconic.
I'm too scared to risk it to wait for us. Well, actually, no, Kara won't watch it. Never mind.
I won't watch it.
Would Jeremy watch it?
I love you. Jeremy would watch it with you, yeah.
If it was still in theaters by the time, I would definitely go see it down there with them.
Yeah. Oh, if you like scary movies, Jeremy's your person to watch them with.
Yeah.
because I won't go watch them with him. And
I mean,
so
we're
he
twins.
doesn't go see him in theaters because I don't go with him.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I don't. This
you can
isn't like
be my
it's
heavy
not.
scary movie date.
It's not so much
it
scary as
gory?
it is like gory. Yeah.
Gory. I'm good with gore.
Not to
No,
get
Kara
me.
can't do that either.
I can't do gore.
You still didn't watch that scene in like,
In substance, no.
yeah, no. So yeah,
I can't do gore.
I think it depends on the gore for me.
Like Chris Gore?
Psychotic mongoose, thank you for
Oh,
the
that kind of gore for
shit.
sure. And psychotic, same thing over here. Thank you for being a whore, a gore whore.
Grr.
A scream queen or a gore whore? I don't know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, I think Scream Queen. I like that title more than Gore Whore. I don't know, something about that title.
Yeah.
Eh.
But,
I really like this song.
Steph, are you going to go see the new Mission Impossible as well? Because
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
that...
I already have my ticket.
Me too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
already have my tickets. I hope Tom Cruise visits the theater that I'm going to.
That would be
He
so
might.
rad.
It's gonna be there. I wonder
He
if
might.
Gary's trying to find where it's gonna be
Oh,
at,
yes.
where he's gonna be at.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
trying.
I know. I've been texting him. We're trying to like figure out which one he's gonna go to, which one he's gonna be at.
Oh,
So,
Mhm.
yeah, and then like
I imagine
I
it'll
have,
be at the. I think it'll be at the Santikos one personally. That or one
really? You think that
downtown.
one? Not the one downtown.
No, I'm saying either Santikos or the one downtown.
Yeah, because they're IMAX theaters. We
I don't
have
see him
two.
going to a draft house. I don't think
No.
draft house would foot the bill for that. So I think it'll be a bigger one, which would mean Santikos.
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
He got
I
a
got
wow.
mine for downtown.
Well, if you see him, you gotta let us know, okay? For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
ASAP.
just want to see like exactly how short is this man.
See it in person.
I want to see it in
Is he
person.
your size?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not that short. He's like what, 5'6"?
See, yeah, people have been saying he's 5'6", but then like people who
Does
have
he have
met
inserts?
him have said he's like 5'4". So I want to see how tiny he is.
I mean, he's older, so maybe he's lost a couple inches. You know, that makes sense, right? Right?
I would just,
Crypt-
I don't know.
yeah. I would just want to
Just-
say like thank you. Just be like, because I know he's a Scientologist and that stuff. Whatever.
that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's like okay, it's weird, but whatever. But he single-handedly really has, like, saved a lot of the goodwill that Hollywood does not deserve, but that he has kind of kept intact because of his films and what he's been doing for the industry. So yeah, good on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Crypto Brandon, thank you for the 2. Says thank you. Thank you to you, sir. I think that, was it him that had the outburst during COVID? I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And like, I understand like the stakes when you put that much money, effort, time, like into a project, and people were like, "That's horrible." I'm like, well, but is it like
totally justified? Yeah.
like if your project could get shut down because people were being a-holes and not abiding by the rules, I mean, that's money lost, time lost.
Well, and they were
So-
already over budget because of all of the shutdowns. That movie was costing them a lot of money. And at the time, I believe Hollywood had extremely strict rules. If you were going to like start production, they had really strict rules around those times. That's why like a lot of movies shut down and they didn't start until, it was pretty much over. To be in production during COVID, you had to follow so many strict rules. So yeah, him yelling at them was like totally justified, and people I think blew it way out of proportion, and those same people were the ones that were like, yelling at people to put their masks on in grocery stores and stuff. So like the fact that they were mind blown that Tom Cruise had the audacity to yell because
He was a white male, though. That's it.
Yeah, at people who weren't complying with the COVID rules or whatever, and making him out to be like this horrible villain on set was ridiculous to me, because they were already over budget and he was trying to get this movie made.
Yeah.
Who has the better breakdown, Tom Cruise or Christian Bale?
Ooh.
Because Christian Bale's was pretty epic as well. Oh, good for you.
I think his is more memorable.
Yeah, I feel like, because his may not have been justified. He was just kind of, he may have been just sick and tired from being on the set, and someone must have just been annoying the hell out of him. Whereas Tom Cruise, Steph, as you've, already, said, I think Tom had much more, I don't want to say justification, right? But like he at least had a reason for his frustration and where it came from. And it shows his dedication to the craft. So, but yeah, I don't know.
I think that I agree with that. Definitely justified for Tom Cruise. Iconic. for
Oh
Christian
no.
Bale.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say everything is iconic now. Well, not as iconic as the Britney Spears meltdown. That was like probably the craziest like celebrity meltdown.
When she like buzzed her
Shaved
hair.
her head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that was probably the most insane. I remember that being all over the tabloids and the news. Like newscasters were talking about it. So
Hey, leave Brittany alone, all right?
That photo, that infamous photo that they took
Mm.
of her freshly bald head
Oh my
just
lord.
coming at
Yup.
them with the umbrella.
it literally was like, dang girl, what's going on with your life that this has happened?
You know what's even more sad? Have you guys seen Amanda Bynes recently?
Oh my gosh, she looks like
Yeah.
a clown.
Oh
Oh.
man,
Yeah.
that breaks my heart.
Sad.
Thank you, Terra Crystal, Psychotic Mongoose for the gifted sub.
Disillusion Man, thank you for the $1.99. Says, hail lowercase bimbo. How are you?
Hey.
Hello. I'm the
Who-
best lowercase bimbo.
Who you calling
'Cause
bimbo?
she's short.
Oh,
It's a term of
lowercase.
endearment we have
Oh.
established.
Oh, that's cute.
Because X-ray is uppercase bimbo. I'm lowercase.
Oh.
That's actually pretty cute. I like that.
Probably facts.
Yeah. I mean, what was when you were building your bookshelf? It was like bimbo build streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss doing those, but I don't really have any room for furniture anymore, so I barely have room to live.
Yeah. Aw.
All good, all good. I enjoy my tiny room.
Because then once you
Plus, I
get
get
into
to see my niece.
yeah, when you get into a place that's a little bit roomier, it'll be that much better, and you'll
Oh,
feel
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
I want to have my own kitchen,
Mm.
Mhm.
and my own bathroom.
Mhm,
I want to
mhm,
be able
mhm.
to pee with the door open.
That's a luxury
That's the dream.
that's
I
the
know,
dream.
right? Where you live by yourself and you can just leave the door open. No cares in the world.
Really? I mean, that's why I have a 8 to 5 job, is so that I can afford a place where I can pee with the door open and leave the toilet seat up.
Ariel, I'm not sending you naughty texts. I'm trying. My husband is at Costco right now and realized that our Costco card expired. Because it's tied to my debit card, which expired this year or last year, and I forgot to update it.
Go snap.
So we're texting and being like, okay, do you want me to renew it, or I'm gonna renew it there? Or I was like, what do you want me to do? Sorry. So I've been texting.
I love Costco. The executive
I know,
coupons
you
are
went
like my
yesterday, didn't
favorite.
you?
I've gone twice this week, and then both my mom and my younger brother are going today, and my older brother are going today because the executive coupons
Asian.
are they're expiring today. Like this is the last day, and like there's sliced medium cheddar cheese, which is with the coupon I think it's like $11. And then Tex-Mex cheddar, which is like 13 with the coupons, which is amazing. And then deli meats, you can get 3 packets of deli meat for $12. Like that's great. I love a good deal, okay? Stop laughing.
Hey, who doesn't want a $1.50 glizzy?
Oh my god. And bananas are so cheap. They're $1.70 for a bundle, okay?
That is
Oh.
really cheap for bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cheap.
So I as a person who is straddling a mortgage and renting right now, it's like
Yeah.
Every dollar counts.
unfortunately. I did spend a little too much when I first moved out, obviously, to get my furniture set up, but now it's like, okay, I'm back to living bachelorette lifestyle. The ramen noodles aren't a thing, though, thank God. I don't think I could ever do those. They do taste good, though.
I've been there. I've done that.
I love ramen
I've
noodles.
Been in that situation.
I think we've all had.
Barely making enough.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I would say if I did ramen noodles, I like dressing them up, so I'll get like bok choy, eggs, put it in there as well.
Yeah.
Do the semi hard boiled eggs. They're so good.
warm up a hot dog, yeah, all of it. It's good.
Although eggs are expensive right now. Are they still expensive in the States?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much
they
is it for
are.
a dozen?
Oh,
I buy
don't
my
know
eggs
that.
from the meat market. They're like $6 a dozen.
Oh wow,
The meat
that's
market.
amazing.
Yeah.
That
I go
sounds
to the meat market.
nice. There are plenty of
Uh,
connotations there,
I
but
go to the meat market.
You should go to a farm if you can, because Kara, you're like in the country, sort of.
Mhm.
Sort of. I'm sure. Maybe you can find some eggy farmers. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's a good idea. Keep your egg cartons, because that's what we do. It's worth it. Eggs are so much better. Disillusion Man for $1.99. Hail uppercase bimbo. Miss the bimbo streams too. One day.
Speaking of the meat market, Josh is in the chat. Hey, Josh. Good morning.
Oh my god. Hi, Josh.
That was good.
That was
I'm
good.
in-
That was a fantastic segue.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
in the market for more Josh time. I miss Josh.
No.
I was so sad whenever we weren't able to see him last time we were in
Aw.
town. And then, of course, now I'm ditching y'all this year for I'm not going to Fan Expo this year.
Mhm.
So.
Samesies.
Who
I was
is
just
going to
thinking-
Fan Expo? Mac, you're going, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm trying to think of other people who like are in the Rippaverse crew. I think Jay is gonna be there.
Jay will be there, yes.
oh, nice. Okay.
um,
I
Jay will be
This-
there. Gary will
those
be there
guys?
for a day.
I think quarter black
Are they
Garrett.
going? Oh, because he
Well,
lives there.
Garrett's going.
Yeah.
Garrett's going.
I think Stutter and Craig, because he's in the area too, probably will be there.
Oh, cool.
Maybe. I haven't talked to. I know Brandon's been talking to Craig, but I haven't heard on if he's gonna be like. I don't think he's going to the event.
Mm.
Oh, because that boy has some plans.
Thing.
I kind of, and I think, for a lot of people, we bought tickets to Dallas, knowing that there may not be a meetup this year. However, one of our good friends, and Steph, you may have been on his channel before, but he hosts a panel show on Saturdays called Comic Aficionados. His YouTube channel is called Thinking Critical. And he lives in the Philippines, and so we never get to see him. So this year,
He's going?
yeah, he's making a trek out to the States, and so he's going to spend 2 to 3 weeks in Texas visiting family, and one of the weeks is coming out to the Dallas Fan Expo. So all of us who have been on his panel for the past, 4 years, we've never met him before, so it'll be exciting to have him come out. So that was kind of our intention behind making Dallas a big event, even though we knew that maybe the Nerdrotic or Rippaverse crew weren't doing a meetup. We just figured, hey, we still love Dallas, we still love the Fan Expo, so we're gonna make it a big thing. So yeah.
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that you get to meet friends and hang out with people who you would never have met if it weren't for the internet.
Totally.
Yeah.
The interwebs.
Yeah. I was just thinking, how long have I known everyone here? Max, 5 years almost now? 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
Kara, 2, 3 years now?
Yeah. A little
and a
over
bit.
2. Yeah.
2 and a bit. So it's crazy how, I would never have met any of you. I'm quite sure if it wasn't for this.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
That's true.
It's friggin' nuts.
Steph, do you think you'll be going to Dallas?
Yeah, I was planning on it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hmm.
No pressure though. I'm not locking you in anything. Don't worry. Because I know it's lock it in, yay. But yeah, because I know it's kind of a trek. It's what, 6 hours?
It's only 6 hours. I mean, Yeah,
Okay.
I've done that drive to go and look at like an exhibit, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, that's cool.
Plus, you get to pass by Bucky's.
Bussies?
Buck. Oh my god. You're hearing what you want to hear.
No, I thought it was I thought because of its spelling, I thought that's how you pronounce it. No.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yep. Bussies.
Bussies, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite place on earth.
Yeah.
The window cover I got, it doesn't fit very well in my car though.
Oh,
Unfortunately. I think I have to give it to one of my family members. I need to get a window shade. It makes such a difference.
I saw.
Even with its crappy like shape, it blocks the sun out so well.
I saw a window shade that was SpongeBob and Mrs. Puff driving in a boat, and it was
Oh my
amazing.
God.
Like he was at driving school, and it was so funny.
I've
Was
seen that one.
Mrs. Puff like going crazy?
Yes,
And SpongeBob just like smiling maniacally.
I think he was also because I forget, but
Let me see. I'll Google it.
yeah, it was pretty funny. I got a good laugh. I almost sent a picture to you guys, but I was like, no, I'll hold off.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's from Hot Topic.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, $20.90.
That I'll buy that for yeah. See, but then that's the thing. I'll buy that, and then I'm like, I do not need that.
No, you don't. But I mean, I think a window shade, especially in California, might be a good idea, though.
Totally. Yeah. It's starting to get a little hot. But yeah, X-Ray. Any other conventions that you have planned? Because I know you said you went to PAX recently, but you won't be at Dallas, right?
No, I think
No.
the next thing possibly would be Mike was asking Chad if I would go to Toronto Fan Expo. Maybe
Oh, okay.
it's a possibility, but it's like kind of not a guarantee at this point because I don't know. I have to be good with money right now because there's also a trip coming up to overseas that we're looking at that I can't talk about 100% yet until details are
Ooh.
finalized.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
I really can't wait. Oh, you know what? I've never set up a window shade and I just saw a tip on how to make it easier.
Look at that.
Yeah, this guy just flipped the sunshade down on the window shade, like the one for your eye visors.
Oh, you
I never thought of that.
Oh,
Never set up a window shade
Never thought
before.
of it?
you sweet child.
Well, when I set it up the first time, it doesn't fit very well at the bottom part, which is fine. But I couldn't figure out a way to keep the top part down, and now, oh my god, I'm so dumb.
I love
I'm
you
from
so
Canada, guys. Okay, I'm from Canada.
That's right. You have to think about scraping ice off of your car, not putting up sunshades.
Yeah, we have like scrapers and wipers for
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. Oh my god, I feel so dumb right now.
That's
I'm
okay.
watching a tutorial. I maybe should have done this first.
No, to put
Like
up a
warmer
sunshade.
climates. First time. I've never.
You unfold it, and
Which
you
I
put it
did.
up there.
Which I did, but it didn't stay up. Because I didn't put the thing down.
The thingy's down.
Wow. The thingy down. Yeah, well, you know. You learn something
Yeah.
every day.
Real.
Now I feel special. Real quick,
Oh,
what's up?
You are special. You're our special. It's like when Josh and Kyle tell me that I'm so special I have to ride a special bus to work every day. You know, it makes me
Oh,
feel...
is it the short bus?
Well, I mean, it's a private bus, so... And it's smaller
Oh.
so that, you know, only a few of us VIPs go, you know, onto it. So I feel, you know... They even give us helmets, too, if we're feeling a little, you know,
What?
uncomfortable. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So...
I want to go on this bus.
I
Jealous of this bus.
don't know. I don't think you guys are cool enough.
I'm
Um,
feeling like you're throwing shade at us.
I mean, would you want to be on this bus?
I mean, I'm on a bus called the short bus, so is
Yeah.
it really that far-fetched to imagine being on this bus with helmets?
Yeah. I did want to say though, real quick, thank you to Psychotic Mongoose. I'm so sorry I didn't shout you out earlier, man, but I just saw the membership go. Thank you so much for that. Sorry, I had to find my DJ air horn to blast for our good friend Psychotic Mongoose, and hail to Capital Video who got that membership. So awesome, thanks guys.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
I got a little Dobby head.
Oh yeah, what's everyone working on? I didn't ask that earlier. I'm sorry.
Crocheting. I'm crocheting. And someone just let me know that I was on Kick front page. Thank you, Kick.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Are you working on your blanket?
Yeah, it's so big right now.
Gigi?
Like, it's okay. Wait. Like, it covers my like from my toes to my up and my neck.
Oh,
I gotta pull this up real quick. Hold on.
that's cool that you're crocheting, X-Ray.
It's supposed to be a blanket, so I don't have to get under my blankets when I watch TV.
Oh, that is a really big blanket. What size hook are you using? Did you say you're using an 8?
8mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be done in like a couple more, maybe like 3 more blocks or
That's
3 more yarn
that's-
changes.
You've been making some good headway on this.
And I was supposed to take like 9 months to make this, but I think because I've been playing, I've been watching TV and then just like mindlessly crocheting while
So
watching TV.
nice.
That's honestly.
I
So
love
what's
it.
the repeat? What's the repeat that you're doing on it? It looks like double crochets and then a
Double,
skip
single,
stitch.
and then
Double
single,
and
double,
single.
single, double, and then I don't know what this is called, this block here,
The
but
skip.
oh, cool, yeah.
Oh no.
This I don't know. I just like the hole.
Yeah. So that's just like a double crochet skip stitch.
I don't know what they're
Okay.
called.
I don't know
Like-
either, but
So-
that's
so-
I'm using those on my shirt that I'm working on.
Yeah, like the double crochet, I basically like curl once, put it through,
Mhm.
and then I pull it through, and then I go through another hole and pull it through, and then take those 3 and put it together like that.
Oh.
But I don't know what
okay.
it's called. I might have made it up. I'm sure I didn't, but in my head I made it up.
Okay.
What was I thinking behind the color? I wanted some neutral colors. That's it. And like the cheapest yarn that was complimentary.
I like the gray and the red.
That's it. Yeah.
Looks good.
My other king blanket that I had made, it was a navy and a white.
Ooh,
So,
Ooh.
I like that.
yeah. If I can find
I was
it,
looking
it's
at
somewhere.
yarn yesterday. I made a friend in the yarn section yesterday. Cause she was new. She didn't understand. She's like, what the hell is a worsted weight? What is a worsted yarn? I was like, okay, this is gonna be a 4 weight.
Worsted.
There's yeah, it's like it's just instead of like a 4 or a 5. You know how like 5 is bulky, 6 is super bulky, 4 is worsted weight.
Okay.
And so this girl was just like, I don't understand what this means. And I was like, I can help. And so I was like showing her like on the labels of each of the skeins that you're gonna find the number, and that worsted is just like in reference to the 4. Not everything is gonna show it. And I showed her like examples between like there's this cotton yarn that said worsted on it, then it's a 4, and then there was this other like acrylic yarn that was like a 4, but it didn't say worsted on it. Like this is the same stuff, or this is the same weight. So, and
It's
then
very
Jeremy,
confusing.
Like, it's very confusing, and like Jeremy had like, because they're they're moving all of the stuff in my Walmart, and so he was like, he'd shown me where the yarn was at, and then he went and got what he needed and then came back because I was still there. He's like, "Did you get lost?" I was like, "I'm helping." He's like, "You made a friend, didn't you?" I was like, "Okay."
That is very typical, Kara.
No. Adorable.
Staccato for 10 says, "Why not knit in a Hello Kitty?" Oh my god. I should knit
I
a
made
Hello
a
Kitty.
thing.
You know what? I will say well, yes, you did. The Hello Kitty stuff, I don't know if I want to do a Hello Kitty plushie. I have your hat over in my hat drawer. That's probably the extent I would do, like a little sun hat. Because I was thinking about making my niece one. I made her I made her a headband that my brother and sister-in-law use. It's just like a simple, like just around the house. It's not cute. I wanted to learn how to do like a flower pattern and then put it on as well because I think that would be totally adorable. But that's a project for next time. They just needed something for utility because her hair is in her eyes all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's so cute. She started waving, but she instead of up like this, she does like this. And then she does the kiss, blow kiss. She goes sometimes. And she knows some Vietnamese. When we go amma, that's her like kiss on her face.
Oh.
Babies do the cutest things. I love when they're like doing all their like little firsts like that.
Oh my goodness.
So adorable.
They grow up so
And,
fast.
Yeah.
I know, and she's not as fat as she was before. So we were talking about how like that's the one time like Asians will be like, "Oh, we want you to be fat forever." Like, but then once you're like a child to grown adult, you're like, no, too fat.
Too fat.
You eat too much.
You go to Costco too much. No
Hey!
more Costco.
No more Costco.
I'm feeling very targeted right now.
No, I think it's like I do think it might be a cultural thing, because in the area that I'm at, there's a Costco and not too far away, and it is like it's mainly, I would say, majority Asian. Like I, as a white dude, am kind of a minority, so, but they're always super respectful, quiet, kind. They just kind of keep to themselves. Like it's a very, very just nice culture. So I think that, but yeah, it's pretty funny to see them all at Costco because I'm like, oh, this is like the hangout,
oh my God. It's insane. So, kind of similar, depending on which area you go to, you'll see like mainly Asian people at the Markham one. In Brampton, it's all brown people. And then kind of everywhere else, it's like a mix. So I think you're just in an Asian area.
Which brown?
So racist.
There's like Indian, Pakistani.
Oh, so not Mexican.
Sorry, I don't know all.
Okay.
No, not that brown.
Because I was like, there are a couple different
Would
browns.
that be a brown? Would that be a brown technically? Well, I call it brown because we call Brampton Browntown. Just because there is a high population of.
Oh my God.
Going down to Browntown, eh?
Going to Browntown. Be back.
Oh man, that's fun. Got to be careful when you go down to Browntown. Don't Oh my gosh.
Hey, so you actually, literally, you do because they have the highest insurance rates because they have the worst drivers there and the most accidents. Okay, it's not the Asians. I found that wild.
Wow. Okay.
God.
Fascinating.
Well, technically, they're Asians, but not East Asians,
Yeah.
as you would think would have the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You crack me up.
I didn't make up Browntown.
I was listening to The Real Ones with John Bernthal. And he does that. He does the
It's such
he does his
a like.
active
I
listening.
love it. Yeah.
It makes you feel like you've been listened to when you at least reply with like little things. I think. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
I think so. I think.
And
yeah, it comes off as endearing. you know, because like
Yeah, it's active listening.
100%. Now,
I definitely learned that from the spa.
I have had people that inauthentically do active listening where they're not actually listening, but they're like, oh, right, yeah, yeah, yeah. And really they're just telling you like, shut up, I want you to stop talking right now. And you can kind of sense that when someone will be like, so tell me, you know, like you're at a networking event and they're like, so tell me what you do. And I'm like, well, my job, you know, implies that I do this. And they instantly just start looking around the room for who else they can leverage to like get them something better or more interesting. But they will feel like they're
Present?
like, no, like they're acting like they're listening. So they'll do the whole, yeah, oh, wow, okay, yeah. And I'm like,
when it's not even like part of that conversation, you're like, that doesn't make sense to say that.
Right, and I'm just like, yeah, you're not listening at all. I'm just gonna, you're checked out, so I'll just say kindly, well, you know, it was great meeting you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you later. And they're like, yeah, thanks, bye. So there is genuine active listening where someone is like actually responding back with, wow, oh my gosh, that must have been incredible. Tell me more about that, right? Or
like follow-up questions.
Yeah. Or someone who's like, right, yeah, okay, wow, yeah. Just,
BS, that's bull.
Bull honky.
Honky.
I think you can pick up on it kind of quickly, but I don't know. Depends on the person. You know who doesn't spew bull honky is Josh McDonald for $5. Thank you so much, man. He says, Max, have you let the ladies know that you're in the final stages with producers to be featured on Love on the Spectrum? Hashtag your tism is showing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you guys know that?
What?
So I've been in talks.
Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, I've been in talks. You know, I'm located here in California, and you know, in Los Angeles, they do a lot of the casting for Love on the Spectrum. So I went out to one of their casting calls to see if, you know, I'd be a good fit for their show, and they've had me back for a couple, you know, different interviews and things like that. So I think they might take me as one of the next members on Love on the Spectrum.
Well, how did this
Find your
start?
one true love.
To find my one true tismy love.
How did this start?
Is there a certain kind of spectrum that you're going for?
Also, have you shown them your statue collection?
Oh gosh. I don't know, what's worse? What's more tismy? My Warhammer collection or my statues?
Warhammer,
I think Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yeah, I think so.
Statues, at least you can be like,
points.
it could be a tism, but I think decoration wise, I could see people appreciating that more on a normie scale.
Yeah.
Than Warhammer.
I think that tracks. That makes sense, yeah.
And I mean, comic books is technically kind of mainstream at this point.
I think the MCU is. I think comic books are still niche. Like, when I say
characters, I guess.
Yeah.
Is where I was going with that, yeah.
Like, if I go like, oh yeah, I like superhero stuff, and people are like, oh yeah, like MCU, and I go, oh no, like I collect comic books, they'd be like, oh. Well,
Oh no.
that's weird. But, and then I also wanted to shout out Cajun Corey gifted 1 membership to Aaron Sparrow. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. Thank you for the support, guys. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for all the love. I'm feeling it definitely for sure. So
All that tism love.
all the
tism love.
all the tismy love. But all that being said, that is a complete falsehood. I am not in talks with Love on the Spectrum.
Sad. I'm so excited to watch the next season.
Yeah.
How dare you?
To hopefully find love. One of these days.
one of these days.
X-Ray's like, no, we don't want you to find love.
We have conversations about this. We know that Max will disappear from our lives likely when he does. And it's okay. We want you to be happy.
No.
But what about
No.
my happiness?
What about yeah? What about my Sunday morning live stream happiness? Yeah, that's
Exactly.
it's a good
I mean,
point.
to be fair, it is early on a Sunday, and you are an early riser. So if your true love is a late riser, this might work out. It's fine.
I think so. I think I would just have to say, babe, this is just, it's just how things are going to work on Sunday mornings. I don't know.
You're not even awake to be aware what's
Yeah.
happening. Well, that's if she is, a late riser.
Mm.
Personally, I think having the same sleep schedule is kind of nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, whoever I end up, marrying is going to hate me because I do my workouts in the morning. And so if that means that I have to be at work by 8 o'clock in the morning, that's an early morning, So,
Oh my God, how many times have we, well, at like the when we did the Airbnb, like both of us are awake, Kara's still asleep, and we're like, have to be quiet, getting our coffee, and then you're like, I'm ready to go to Dallas, Phoenix. So
Now I have arisen. I am not a morning person. Like, I rolled out of bed at 9:30 today. So
nice.
God, see, I
Yeah.
was awake at 6:30
Oh my gosh.
without my
you're a
alarm.
crazy person.
I did
Oh my
not even
God.
use an alarm. My alarm was for 7.
That was just like your internal clock waking you up.
Yeah, well, usually at 4 o'clock I have my like nighttime bathroom break. And then I'm so old I have a nighttime bathroom break. But I also think I drink a lot of water, to be fair.
That's good.
and, and yeah, so then what did I do? I went to the gym.
Nice.
And then sat in the massage chair for 20 minutes because I had the extra time too.
Look at that.
Nice.
That's a treat yourself
nice.
day right there.
Mm-hmm. God, I love this new gym that's in the neighborhood. These chairs are amazing.
Do you go into the massage chair like all sweaty, or do you shower? Or
No.
like-
I cool down and make sure I'm not sweaty at the very least, and I make sure I wipe afterwards just in case. But it's made of fabric, so it's kind of not the most cleanly. But
Mm.
I usually do a body shower when I get home anyway, so it's not a huge deal.
Nice.
So yeah, it's the best massage I've ever had. That's not like a human massaging.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, don't mean it in a dirty way, Chad. Okay, don't think that way.
The chairs,
Um,
the chairs will take over.
Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know if this is something that you run into, but my my glutes, the muscle is actually so long, it's actually hard to stretch. It very effectively. So when I was getting routine massages, I would tell them, I need you to spend extra time on the glutes.
Mm.
Not in a dirty way, okay, chat? Not in a dirty way. And it always hurts so good because afterwards I'm like, oh, that feels actually relaxed now. My butt's so tight. So whatever the dials in the massage chair, I don't know what to call the pokey thing. I don't know what they're called. The tool.
Oh, okay.
I'm not making it better. It gets right in there, and it feels so good.
Gets
it hurts
all,
so good.
all up in there.
Gets right in there.
It gets right in there.
I hope I look forward to the day when I have a woman tell me, I want you to focus solely on the glutes. That's all I want you to focus on. Just really get right in there.
Is that something you've said out loud, thinking for your future?
To someone
when you go on
else?
Love on the Spectrum? Yeah.
Oh no.
No, as the one performing the getting in the glutes.
Oh. Well, so the funny thing is, I really don't like massages all that much. I've just never... I always feel like I have to somehow make the person who's massaging me comfortable. So I'll be like, so how's your day? and they're just like, you don't need
Oh,
to
you're
talk.
a talker.
Oh, you talk during your massages.
I
No,
don't.
I can't do
Ever.
that.
I don't
Oh.
want to talk, but I also feel like obligated to. I don't know. I just
That's a
don't.
you
really-
thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a me thing for sure. Because I'm sure massage therapists are just like, dude, you can shut up. Like, you don't have to say anything.
Oh, they're trained to do what the person likes. If they're a good massage therapist, so
Yeah.
you know, it's fine. But the worst though I hate is dental hygienists that talk to you, but then like
Oh
kind
my
of want a
God.
response. And you're like, your stuff is in my mouth right now. I can't
Yeah.
talk. Oh gosh.
So how was
psychotic mon-
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Psychotic mongoose with 5 British pounds. Chat would never take anything out of context. Honest. Lies and lies and lies. Sorry about interrupting you. And thank you, Psychotic. What were you about to say, Max?
No, I was just gonna pretend like being one of the dentists where they're like, so how's your summer going? And you're like, and they're like, oh, please don't talk. Please don't talk while I'm working. And it's like, well, you asked me a question.
I'm doing what I'm told.
Yeah.
Certain dentists' offices now, like the fancier ones. I used to go to one with a TV up on the ceiling, and they'd be like, "Do you want to watch something? Do you want to have music on?" And they'll play like playlists with music, and we'll be like, "What kind of music?" It's kind of cool, actually.
Huh.
That's
So-
what mine used to do. Like whenever I had to go in and get my wisdom teeth done, they actually asked me. They're just like, "Hey, like, do you want to bring your own music in? We can play music," because I'm one of those where like music can relax me, especially whenever I'm having to deal with like a surgery or something. It helped.
Yeah.
So.
What did you choose for your music? 90s hits?
I think I was listening to Moulin Rouge.
Ooh.
Moulin Rouge, because that was
I love
like.
that movie.
Sorry.
I think I was listening to that 'cause this was while I was in high school. So that's what was. was working.
God, what was that like 3 years ago for you? I tease.
That's Chicago. X-Wriggle.
Yeah, you're
Oh, are
thinking
they?
Chicago.
Oh
You're
God.
saying Chicago.
Chicago.
What musical was it?
I mean,
High
what
School
Moulin
Musical?
Rouge?
Moulin
So
Rouge.
that
Oh.
was Ewan McGregor
And Nicole Kidman. Hey, sister, go, sister, so.
Oh, okay.
And then Come What May is kind of the big one. For that
Mhm.
one,
That was when I first discovered that Ewan McGregor could sing, and I was smitten.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I was smitten with him in like all the prequel trilogy. Like,
Yeah, but once he sang though, I was just like, oh, I'm done.
Fun.
It's over for me.
Staccato DDS for $9.99 says, "I'm here for all your dental needs. To take a flight to you. I don't know if I would want to pay like $600 and then some for, unless I need. I don't know how much dental surgery costs. The only thing I ever got was a frenectomy, which is like they just lasered my frenulum, which is like tissue. It was pulling down on my gums.
Oh.
Like, how much does it cost to do like, what's a common one? Oh, removal of molars, wisdom teeth. It's like,
Um,
a couple hundred.
I'm curious.
I feel like
Yeah, maybe for surgery. Go to
Hmm.
the States. Might be cheaper.
It might be.
I forgot to ask a little bit earlier, but because I had brought up X-Ray, I think you said you were working on a blanket, right?
Yes.
And then Steph, are you still doing the Avengers Tower?
I am. I'm still working on the Avengers Tower.
Noise. How far have you
Yeah.
gotten? What's been the hardest part?
I'm on bag 22 out of, I think it's like 39 bags.
Wow.
It's just the room. There's not a lot of room because this thing is going to be a monster.
Among Us.
Yeah.
A big chungus.
And then I think like it's so funny because like the challenging part hasn't been the actual tower. It's been like the little ships that come along with it.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I had to build like a Chitauri figure, and then the shield Quinjet. Those took a while to build, and I don't know why, but they took a long time to build.
And you're fast at building Lego too, from what I've
Yeah.
seen. You and Kara, unlike me.
You enjoy the wine and the experience.
I enjoyed watching you guys build things. It was nice being what is that called on a construction site? The person who does
Foreman.
foreman. I was being a foreman but with Lego. And getting drunk.
Oh, when you
I'm
guys
protecting
were
Gary's feet, which he didn't care about.
when you
That
guys
was
were
online.
doing
Gary's feet.
Rivendell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That was a
fun.
fun build. I did at
Yeah.
least like 2 bags. But I did it off, screen. And that was kind of nice for relaxing. I do have a Dark Millennium Falcon. I just don't have the room to build it right now.
Mm.
Oh, I did that build. It's nice.
Yeah?
It was fun. Yeah.
When I get space, I'll build it and have somewhere to put it because I want to give it its just due, right? I don't want to just build it and throw it in a corner somewhere
hmm
that I can't even see it.
Why are the Chitauri ships so? Are they just meticulously like all the pieces are tiny?
All the pieces are really tiny because it's skeletal.
Oh, weird.
A lot of tiny pieces. Yeah.
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 I still
It
hold
took a while.
to this day that like that first Avengers film. Sorry, excuse me. Big stretch. They have to. Yeah, the Chitauri and the way that the team was put together and the threat that was there. Like, I think that first Avengers film is like when the MCU hit its peak, and then I think it probably hit another peak at Infinity War, and then since then it's never been the same.
I absolutely agree. That's what
Yeah.
caught people to start really liking it was that first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And then it really went downhill from there. I mean, Endgame still did really good, okay? Don't get me wrong, but like steadily from then on.
It was.
Well, see, the first Avengers movie is why I don't like the Thunderbolts movie. Because there were so many like references to that very first Avengers movie and the Battle of New York and all that. And so like they tried to be the first Avengers movie with them, dealing with their own stuff and then coming together, and it just doesn't hit the same. It tries, but it doesn't hit the same.
Well, also they had their own kind of movies to introduce some of the characters, so it wasn't like kind of
Yeah.
cold, which helps because it gave it time and effort. And I think a lot of these solo movies now, they're not necessarily of the one character. You're introducing a bunch of other characters to introduce the next character to introduce the next one. It's like, let's just pause a second and give each character its just due in a good story, and then maybe Scarlett Johansson, even though she wasn't like a huge part of like what Iron Man 2 was it, or was it 1?
She had a bigger part in Iron Man 2. Maybe.
But
yeah, I
she
think it
wasn't the
was.
main focus. Like,
No,
oh my god, they
no.
weren't building her up, but she was just like a good side character. Yeah.
She was there.
I just remember Tony saying,
Andrew Matthews at the 2 pounds says, extra is requested. You get a centipede to pet.
Shut up. No.
Oh.
"Ew,
Stop it.
gross."
Andrew Matthews, stop this nonsense.
I just
Beat you up.
remember Tony Stark saying, "I want one" to Happy whenever
yeah?
she walks into the room. You can
Oh, yeah.
you can never make that joke anymore.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
But at the time, it was very funny, and I liked it. A lot.
Oh, the girls would make that joke though, and it'd be fine.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Instead of "I want one," it's what did Thor say? He goes, "I like this one." It's like, okay,
I
yeah.
like this one. Yeah.
But yeah, so Steph, go a little bit more into depth about or was it the Thunderbolts that you were talking about? I'm sorry, I got lost in the conversation.
Compared to Avengers, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you were saying that like they were trying to be like that first Joss Whedon film?
Yeah, they were trying.
Okay.
There were so many callbacks to the Avengers and the first movie and the team up and them coming together. But like X-Ray Girl like pointed out, like they all had their own individual movies, and this was their first movie where they were all together. So it was very earned. Whereas like these are just side characters who were like villains in their movies, or not even villains, some of them, and nothing. It was all sped up, and you didn't even see them dealing with like their own struggles because they were so focused on Yelena. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
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 And even like when they were going into their shame rooms, I didn't even realize that's what those were called. Whenever they would get like thrown into the pitch blackness or whatever, I thought they were like being thrown into depression. Apparently, they're called shame rooms. They're being put in their shame rooms.
That's
No one
embarrassing.
said that I can remember.
Yeah, that's what they're called. They're called shame rooms. I learned that after the fact, like reading a bunch of articles. But yeah, that's what they were called. The void was putting them. They weren't going into the void, into depression. They were going into their shame rooms, which was really weird. But he would throw them into their shame rooms, and the only one that you saw was Yelena's. You know, you got to see a couple others during the film, but then like the only one that you really went to was Yelena's, and nothing was ever resolved. She just like ran away from everything.
Would have been nice to see a
And
resolution.
then they all just sort of like came together, busting through the wall. You don't see them
And
going
hugged.
through anything, and it's not even dealt with seriously, because Bucky has this throwaway line like, "Oh yeah, my past sucks. Like it was so much fun going through that." Like, okay. And their big come together moment was saving this lady from a huge piece of concrete, and then everybody clapping for them. Where like, you know, so they all come together. Whereas like in the Avengers movie, Hulk like literally demolishes this huge Chitauri. What are those things called?
That might
You know,
be better.
when he punches it, and then they all come together as a team. And there's like motivation to come together as a team, because Coulson meant a lot to each of them individually. So that death sort of brought them together as a team. Whereas here, there's nothing that brings them together.
Oh,
Like, why did they even come back
They
to
want
each other?
fame. They want fame.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, and they were on a project to finally be out of what's her face's like power, or famous, one or the other.
Would you say that they're iconic?
No,
That's a shame.
it's not iconic because I didn't get that same like inspirational moment where I can relate to some of these characters. Like the fact that I relate most with like Iron Man out of the Avengers, the first Avenger, like it says a lot. Like that character is just well developed. No, I think we can all say that we've made a mistake and we try to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not to the level he
time
did.
To develop. It gave him the time to develop. None of these characters are getting that treatment.
X-Ray would.
Well, they expect you to have watched all the different side shows that they're in.
The
make
homework.
appearances
No, thank
in,
you.
And that's where they are feeling that they have earned their spot.
What do you guys think about the concept of? Because that's a interesting point, Kara. Because I think what's his name? Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige.
Beige.
He had said like, "Oh yeah, it's too much homework," and blah blah. And then I'd heard Mahler say this at one point, but he said, "If the homework was good, people wouldn't call it homework." And I thought that was kind of an interesting notion that if these shows truly were well written and fun and exciting and brought you together, like, you know, or brought all this stuff together, would people then still consider it homework? And I thought that was kind of an interesting concept.
Nope.
You don't think so?
No, because people used to love going to the MCU movies in its heyday. They would look forward to the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Whereas
that's why
this,
binge-
it's like, oh, we know the next thing's gonna be crap, so we
Mm.
really don't want to go and watch it.
Yeah.
That's why binging is
waste
such
our
a
time.
cool thing. People wanted to watch a show that was good and just watch it repetitively, like from beginning to end, not think about the time they would need to sleep. People would binge naturally, even like when you get the DVD box set. And then you'd watch the show.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I never really just kept up with the TV stuff. I always just really enjoyed the movies. I remember telling my friends when I saw the first Avengers film, it actually, like, how it was directed and how the scenes were shot and how the costumes looked, it felt like the quintessential comic book movie. Like, I remember seeing how scenes were shot and envisioning them as a comic book panel in like a book that I had already read, and it just felt like it leapt off the page. So for that reason, I felt like it got a lot of merit, because it was like, man, this really finally feels like something very comic booky, but does it well. That's not too tongue-in-cheek to be like, we're a comic book movie, like, we don't take ourselves seriously. Like, it took itself actually really seriously. So yeah, I still hold it deem it to be like, for my personal picks, like one of my top 2, maybe top 3.
Oh wow.
I think top 2, yeah. I was gonna ask. Oh shoot, now I'm blanking. Oh, X-Ray. What was your favorite of like those first films? Because you were talking about how each character felt like they had their own film before the Avengers, because it was Cap, Iron Man, Thor, let's see, Iron Man 2, Hulk.
The Hulk. And I know Scarlett Johansson and Hawkeye didn't really have a film at that point, but their characters were well remembered at that point, I think. Not Hawkeye. I can't remember.
I think Hawkeye showed up
was he?
super briefly in Thor, because when
Yeah,
Thor, yeah, you see Hawkeye on that what do you call it?
On his perch.
Yeah, and someone calls it in, and he's like, "Hey, keep your eye out on Thor, because he's about to wreck shop." So that, at least that's what I remember from Hawkeye. But other than that, I don't know. But you do have the through line of Agent Coulson bringing them all together.
I mean, I just really liked Thor at that point. Like, looks-wise, did a good, like, well enough story. Kind of
Yeah,
cool.
the plot.
And then Iron Man had 2 movies, I think, at that point too. So I was really invested in him and seeing where this all kind of went. Okay, back then too. Do you guys remember the show Green Arrow? And then they would do like crossover events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the
I
crossover.
love those.
shows, Yeah.
It was kind of very reminiscent of that at the time, because no movie really ever did this at this
Mhm.
point. Brought a bunch of heroes, and like I didn't watch every single show, but it made me want to watch every single show. So if I didn't say watch Thor, this would have made me want to watch Thor
Mm.
as well. So it's kind of helpful in that sense. But I think with the Thunderbolts, say like there were characters in other shows, but it doesn't do it that well. Besides maybe the Timu Captain America. I maybe want to know more about him, but I don't know if I want to watch all of. Was it Hawkeye or no?
Captain.
See,
Captain
I'm one of
America?
those. Other than the very last episode, I actually enjoyed Hawkeye.
I don't
I
think.
liked the Hawkeye show. I thought it was
I
cute.
never finished it.
Yeah, I don't
the
think.
last
we will.
episode where the girls are beating up Kingpin, like that was obviously very stupid.
Mm.
But I did enjoy the interactions between the chick and Yelena.
Oh, nice.
And like I actually did kind of enjoy Jeremy Renner as like grumpy, like going deaf, trying to. He's like, why the fuck? He's just getting so frustrated because he can't hear shit. And so I enjoyed that. But that's
Yeah.
just me. But I'm also one of
Yeah.
those like I'm considered a normie whenever it comes to any of the superhero, any of the MCU, Batman, or in like the DCU, any of that. I haven't read the comics. I don't know. Now my husband has, but I have not. So, as from a normie standpoint, like there's some of the stuff that was enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't think
even like I knew like that those girls should have been able to take down Kingpin.
No, not at all.
I don't think you would be in the minority if you said, with you saying that you liked Hawkeye, because I do know people who are comic book fans that enjoyed the Hawkeye show. I know that they were trying to adapt it off of a graphic novel that was really well received by the comic book community. And plus, I think a lot of people liked Haley Steinfeld's rendition of Kate Bishop. And so you get these two really good actors of Kate Bishop and Jeremy Renner interacting with each other. I think, I don't think you're wrong for, saying that that you enjoyed it.
She's the bubbly little troublemaker.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Renner's just kind of just over this shit. He's in old dad mode.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Josh and Kyle and I are debating if we want to watch Ironheart for our live streams on Friday, and put ourselves through that torture to review it Friday nights. And I don't know. What are you guys thinking about watching Ironheart or what?
Oh, I'm definitely watching Ironheart.
Oh no.
I hate watch that show like crazy.
I believe it.
I don't watch any of those. Like if I don't think I'm gonna, that's why I'm glad I don't like do those kind of shows, is because I am not gonna put myself through that.
I bless you, because I had to watch Daredevil for these guys, and I regret watching it. So.
I mean, there's some good parts in Daredevil at the very least. It's not all redeeming, but there's some.
The only thing I would... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I didn't like it from the very beginning. I was just like, I don't like it. Remember? I was so critical of it.
We were all
I was like,
hesitant.
Yeah.
We were all hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, Steph, the opening first 15 minutes is like goofy, gloopy CGI Rubber Man. And I'm like, what the
Rubber Man?
So mad. We all called that out in that first, like what the fuck is up with all of this CG?
Yeah.
There's no reason this should be CG.
And everyone was saying, like, this is a return to form. And I'm like, if it's a return to form, then this would all be practical. So, but yeah, I think the only thing that I would say was redeemable was John Bernthal and Charlie Cox's scene, I think in episode 4, maybe?
Their very brief one.
Yes, there was, I think, a 4-minute scene, 6-minute scene. Yeah, so...
Yeah, not long enough.
No,
Should have been the whole show.
Yeah.
I never finished it. I got through that bank scene, or that bank episode.
Oh my
and
lord.
I couldn't go back. I was so disappointed by like that episode.
Yeah.
She loves Charlie Cox too.
I do. Like I've touched the dude's butt. Like,
As you should have, yeah.
Yes.
I'm jealous.
It was I had consent. I had consent. Don't worry.
I want to touch his butt.
He touched the butt.
How did it feel? Was it firm?
It was very firm. It was.
Nice.
John Bernthal stood there and laughed because he was not expecting what was about to happen.
Yeah.
So.
But no, I feel your pain, Kara, because that bank scene, when Josh and Kyle and I reviewed it, we were like, this may be one of the worst things we've ever watched. It was so dumb. Maybe not the worst thing we've ever watched, but it was pretty brutal. It was bad.
Slusher's asking, how on earth did you get permission to do that? I asked him.
Yeah. You just
like, hey, my Twitch chat paid for me to come get this picture with you, and the whole gag was, I'm gonna touch Daredevil's butt. And I was like, can I touch your butt? And he just kind of turned around and he just looked glazingly, like glazed over, blind into the camera, and he's like, yes, we can do this.
He's
And
like,
I love Stardust. That was my first experience with Charlie Cox, was Stardust. I love him as Tristan.
nice.
And he's the voice actor in the game we all like right now.
Yes.
Oh, is he? Yep.
Yes, he's Gustav. And it is just so it is the line delivery, the dialogue in Expedition 33 is just top freaking.
I wanna watch it in French. Like if I play New Game Plus, I'm gonna do it offline, and then I wanna do a playthrough in French and on hard mode. Because
Oui.
I want to hear it. French just sounds so beautiful. Like you could say anything you want in French, and it probably you're like, oh yeah.
Pamplemousse.
Très bien, très bien. Oui, oui.
That's a universal language. You don't need to know French to know.
You want to ha ha ha?
Ooh,
Hee haw haw haw.
Let's go.
my la la la.
Oh, apparently
You
Shadowheart
touch my
is.
tra-la-la.
Yes,
Oh,
that's that's the song I was thinking of.
Mayel's voice actor was Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate. I didn't know that. Cool.
Wowie wow.
I like Mayel's character too.
Yeah, she's pretty badass.
I will.
Like, Jeremy's been playing it at the same time I've been playing it, and he's ahead of me, and so I have to like plan my days around like, okay, you can like he can't play it while I'm in the same room with him because he's ahead of me right now.
Oh, you'll get spoiled. How are you liking the dodge parry system? Are you getting the hang of it?
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. It took me a while to get the parries down, but I like it. I like it a lot.
It's very forgiving the amount of like health potions you get, at least because I'm playing normal mode.
Yes, I'm playing on normal as well.
Oh, this is kind of interesting, Kara. Josh in the chat says that the bank episode was so bad that was the one that made Charlie go to the producers and say like, hey, we need to rethink this because this is garbage. Like, we're not doing this right.
I remember hearing about that.
So,
Oh, wow.
if it's bad enough that Charlie himself was like, yeah, this ain't it, Chief, then I think we're justified in thinking that episode was that terrible.
Like, I will say I like the action that he did in it because he got to do more like fighting scenes, I think, than we had seen at that point. Besides, of course, the first scene in the first episode, but it didn't hit. And the amount of time we had with the dad, it's like it didn't have to be this dude. Why are we setting this up when we haven't even set up Daredevil to be back as a character?
It's because
Well, he needed to
setting
tell
up
us and remind
Kamala.
us that Kamala was a superhero and his daughter.
Which is
I
stupid.
don't know how many times he mentioned that in the episode.
Like once, all you gotta do is once, okay?
Not even.
If you really want to do it at all.
I was gonna say she shouldn't have been even mentioned.
No.
Not because I don't like, what's her name? The actress is perfectly fine and in fact really kind and
She's
sweet
adorable.
and adorable. But no one cares about Kamala in a Daredevil show. So.
I think
haven't watched that show, so I was just like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't really care.
It was more annoying and took away from like the scenes in general. Like you could have just had random bank manager be him and saved a lot more money.
Yeah.
The whole thing was written so poorly. It just should never have existed. I don't even think, even if they were to try and get a different bank manager or, whatever it may have been, them trying to get this like jewel and then Daredevil gets a little butterscotch candy and replaces the jewel with that and then puts it in the jewel. Like it just, I was like, what? This is not how to write anything. But speaking of which, Kyle is in the chat, and he says Max will never get away from Daredevil Born again. Hashtag you're welcome. Well, it was Kyle's doing that forced us to watch it, so.
Aw, Kyle, you evil, evil human.
Yeah, he did a number on us. But we love him for it anyway. But that's where I get my revenge, because if I force my co-hosts and my friends to watch Ironheart, then it'll all be worth it in the end.
It'll be iconic.
It truly will be iconic. And you know who else was iconic? Leroy Jenkins, who was in the Daredevil show, who was maybe one of the worst characters of all time that I've ever witnessed. He's iconic
Gosh.
too. Yeah.
Ooh, it is coming up to the time. I can't believe how fast those 2 hours went by.
Yeah.
Carl
It's also been a
Anderson,
while.
Months. Says he's so good as Gustav. It broke my heart when that one scene happens. I think so far he's my favorite character. Yes.
I mean, I like all of them. Lune is growing on me. Mayel, I thought she was more annoying, but she's like, "Hi, I see something here." So, and I like how I didn't think that the game was woke at all. I think someone in my chat did totally think that the game was woke, but
It's not.
it's not.
Which game?
Okay,
Expedition 33?
I will say this.
Oh.
If you look for woke shit, you're going to find woke shit if that is your mindset. Like,
Yeah.
you'll find it everywhere. Like, it's only if you're looking for it, though.
Isn't that what,
Yeah.
what's her name, Anita Sarkeesian said? She's like, everything is racist, everything is anti-Semitic, everything is, homophobic, and we have to call it all out. Well, was she?
Yeah, you
To call it all out.
No,
But,
it's not. I don't think you need to call it out, or you need to battle it. You're seeing it. Like I know people are just like, everything's feminist right now. Like all the men in this family are feminists, and it's like, what content are you consuming right now that is making you think that?
But it's like Walking Dead. It's like, if it has to deal with your survival, the women fighting, is that being feminist? No, it's called survival, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like, do you want to die or do you want to live?
I
Prefer.
I got little Dobby head. I finished Dobby's head today. I got both the ears made.
Oh, nice. Are you doing a Lego, or are you
cute.
doing a knit?
I love him.
I'm crocheting it.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
She's doing like fancier crochet for sure.
That's
Damn.
fun.
I like his janky little ears.
He's a little
So
derpy,
next will
little
be
derp.
his body. So
I got these two guys done today, so excellent work, boys. Excellent work.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm glad that we got to do this, and thank you guys for being so understanding
Absolutely.
with my schedule. I'm sorry I haven't been back in like a month, but feels
It's
good
okay.
to be
We'll meet
back.
your girlfriend one day.
Oh my lord.
girlfriend.
Yeah, secret girlfriend. I'm telling you guys, if that were to happen, you would never hear that. I'd talk about her all the time. I'd be like, guys, did you know it?
Aw, that's cute. I
Aw.
Do
believe
you know
that.
it?
I
No,
believe that.
I don't simp. You know me, I don't simp. But I would. You guys will know when I have a girlfriend when I'm like, and then we did this, and then we did that. So
We'll be like, Max,
You'd be so
shut
smitten.
up.
you'll be like, Max, shut the f up. We
get
don't.
it, you have a girlfriend.
We get it. Cause then, yeah, it's gonna be like annoying. So enjoy me while I'm single. No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
Oh well,
Ew.
you can have.
Difference between crochet and knitting. I'll
Crochet has
explain
one
later.
hook, knitting has two. That's the big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, that is the big thing. That and like with knitting, you get the it's a lot tighter. But
That's
what she said.
that's what we all prefer. Yeah.
I prefer crochet
Yeah,
with
he
the
was like,
looser.
Mm-mm.
It's more forgiving. But what is everyone up
Crochet
to
is
after all this?
Yeah, it's
I don't know what we're doing yet. I asked in the
Oh.
chat and I haven't got a response.
Oh, well, let me. Okay, I'll take a look at my Steam games. I've been busy.
We can play RuneScape.
That's true. Do I have it downloaded? I don't know. Yes, I do. Anyways, what else is everyone else up to?
Steph, are you doing?
I have talk ready tonight on Mara's channel, and then gaming with Disbrew will probably be at 4:30 Central. And I think we're going through all of the side quests that we missed in Split Fiction, and then we're gonna start It Takes Two.
Ooh.
It Takes Two. Nice. I heard that the Split Fiction with Kara and I was a very different experience with watching you and Disparu.
He yelled at me
Yeah,
so
that's-
much.
I mean, were you driving, Steph?
Up times.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes I would have to drive. Yeah.
Well, then that there
But
there
there's-
explains the screaming.
No, there was this one time where like I can't remember. His character turned into like this little boat. It was when we were.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, his
You're in
character
the
turned into a little.
nanobots one.
Yeah, and like I thought that I was steering the boat. Like I thought it was a computer, and it was him. And I was just like, wait, is this you? Are you steering? He goes, yeah, what did you think? I was like, I thought I was steering. I was doing so well.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
that's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I thought I was doing so well. It's like the epitome of like your older brother unplugging your controller,
Oh no.
thinking you're playing your game.
I was like, I thought it was me. Yeah. And he was just like, what did you think? That it was just like an Uber driver or something. Like your Uber is here. I'm coming to go get you.
That's soul crushing. I'm sorry.
I thought it was me.
You like have to rethink
Amazing.
your whole life after that. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah. I didn't hear the end of it. He was just making fun of me the whole time then.
Too funny. Well then, yeah, you guys should go check out Steph this afternoon with Disbrew to watch some of that hilarity. As for me, I have no more live streams today, but I'll be releasing a video. Should be coming out tomorrow, so I'll have a new video out tomorrow. So check that out. It'll be fun.
Mhm. Amazing.
Yeah. But thank you guys again for hanging out this morning. This was a blast, and I miss y'all a ton. So appreciate y'all getting to spend the time. Yeah.
And chat, I hope you guys all have a very good evening, and we'll see you at whatever streams. Steph, are you gonna continue building?
No.
No?
I don't have a
Okay.
lot left over, so I'm just gonna do it off camera.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. This thing's taking me forever.
Worth it though. Worth it. The Legos are always my favorite to build. I like on stream. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for being here.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Bye everyone.
Have a
Bye,
great day.
y'all. Oh my God.
Have a good day, guys. We'll see you in an hour.
Yeah. All right. Bye y'all.
Bye.
Bye.